Logo Squad! Back with a video. Today we are going to be starting on our Thanksgiving dinner. And right now we're about to start on our strawberry cake. These are all the ingredients we need. Okay, first we're going to start by pouring the mix inside the bowl. I think it is.
Ooh, it's good. Let's tap it at the top. Go like that.
Don't get it everywhere.
I didn't get it.
You have to be careful.
I have to put the whole thing in there?
Yes, you gotta pour all of that. Be careful, you don't have to rush.
It was so much.
Oh, look down.
Sorry.
That's a lot
The
of
last.
mix.
And it was a lot.
Next, we're going to need 3 eggs.
Is it heavy?
Yeah.
It's probably a lot in there. Let's get 3 eggs out.
Be careful because you don't have to much weight.
Yeah. Well, that was a lot. You only get 3, right?
Here.
Okay, then you only get 1 more, right? So that was because 1 and then you make 2 more makes it 3.
Okay, take out the eggs. Now that we have the eggs in there, we're going to add 1 cup of water.
Okay, I think that's enough. That was a lot.
Now let's pour the water in.
Oh, that's a lot of water you poured in. Now we're going to pour 1/3 cup of oil. It's going to be hard probably. Okay, that's okay, now pour it in.
Ooh, so satisfying.
Now put the top back on.
Now we're going to take turns mixing it. So I'm going to go first.
And put it in the middle so we can both stir it after. It looks so satisfying.
I gotta get all the chunks.
It smells so good.
It does smell like.
It smells like it smells.
Make sure you get everything at the bottom of it.
Mix. I hear crunching sound.
Me too, it sounds so good.
What's that sound? Is that just like when it's I'm scared.
Now I'm gonna let Shania stir.
Thank you, Cecilia. Well, I already did that because it's so much. Get on it.
It looks really good.
To the bottom. Come on, from the bottom. I can't wait to look at when it comes out. It's always gonna be so good. Oh my arms. Trying to get it all from the bottom.
Looks so good. Okay, our mom just filled our pan with this, and now we gotta add the flour.
We forgot to grab the strawberry frosting, so here it is.
And now our mom's gonna put the flour in our pans.
We're gonna add the cake batter.
It's thick. That's about make sure we got enough in both pans. Stop it.
Now we're gonna place these bad babies in the oven. Why do you think we look at time?
I don't know.
What are you guys doing?
In the mix.
I don't know what.
What it tastes like?
Strawberry.
Do it, cake.
Strawberry cake. We used to do this, me and your uncles used to do this when we was younger. When Granny cooked and she baked her cakes and stuff, we'll eat the cake mix after.
This is me and Naya's favorite part of baking something.
Yeah.
Cakes.
Oh, yeah.
Brownies,
Mhm.
cupcakes.
Speaking of cooking cake, check out the other video when we make brownies.
If you haven't already.
Make sure you
It's in
subscribe.
the link in the description.
Well,
Okay, so now that the cakes are in the oven baking, I'm going to start by peeling my sweet potatoes. This is very good to use when you're peeling. Some people use a knife if you don't have this, but this is more easier. Excuse the trash can, I have to do this over the trash can or else my floor will be a mess. If you love sweet potatoes, yams, whatever, comment down below. I love them. You add, what is it called? Marshmallows. And it'd be so good. So I'm going to actually peel 3 of these. Since we got this pandemic going on, I'm not cooking a lot. We're not gonna have many people over because gotta keep us safe. Plus I'm expecting, so I'm not trying to risk myself or my unborn babies. So I'm cooking for my household. I think my dad is going to stop by to get a plate. But other than that, it's just going to be us. Like the order states. Okay, so I am done peeling this sweet potato. Now I'm going to start on the next. Put this in the bowl. Got my other one. And then when I'm done peeling these, I'm going to chop them up and soak them in water and place them in the refrigerator. I'm not going to cook them until early morning. My mom used to get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning to start cooking her Thanksgiving dinner. At least some of it. Some of it she'll start today, like I am. But she used to actually cook a big meal. And she used to do it all by herself. We used to help sometimes, but most of the time she did it by herself for 5 children. me and my brother. So she had mainly boys to cook for, so you know she had to cook a lot. I have 2 girls and 1 boy, plus my husband and I, which I'm feeding too, so myself and the unborn baby. I wasn't gonna do any yams, but Sincere wanted me to, so well, at least she asked about them. So I was like, let me just go ahead and make some.
I like yams.
Okay, I'm done with this, and I'm gonna start on the next one.
It's
The last one.
I bet your hands are gonna be hurting after you get done with this.
No, this is actually easy to do with this. Luckily, I don't have a knife to do it with, because this was tiring. Luckily, I don't have a knife to do it with, because that's what makes it harder. I could just easily peel. What time is it? Mari have to go get his hair cut in a minute. So, Dad is going to take him to do that.
And I could just go home with Naya and Mommy.
Shania, tell Amari to find some clothes. Because they have to leave. Tell Amari to find some clothes because he has to go get his hair cut. It's 11:52 and his appointment is at 12:30.
At 12:30.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now we are done with this one, the last one. I'm going to run some water over this and let this sit in some cold water until I chop it up. I'm about to chop them up in a minute. Okay, so now I am going to cut my sweet potato up. Now you can cut this in cubes or any way you want it. I want to cut mine like this, so now I might cut them in half to get some big ones. Like as you go up more, you see how they get bigger. I need a better knife. I don't feel like looking. Let's get this up. Cut that up. Well, it'll be alright. I have to cut these in half. I'm gonna start cutting this end off. And you just cut them like this, unless you want cubes. And you can cut them in half like this. Oh. All right, guys. So that you'll have more yam, so you cut them in half. Some of them I'm not going to cut in half, just the big ones. I actually place these inside the bowl. Once it's cut, now finish cutting. Definitely need to use a better knife, but I'm being lazy and don't feel like looking through my stuff. Oh, almost dropped that. See this? I'm gonna have to cut this. So then I'm going to go ahead and cut these in half. Now, if you want them smaller, you can also always cut them again, like this. See, let's cut in half. You can cut it like that. So as you get to like the middle of it, it actually start to get bigger in spots. So you might have to cut them in fourths. Like, yeah, I'm gonna cut this in fourths as well. With that. Now, I did wash my hands before I did any of this, and I washed off my vegetables. So don't think, oh, she's not washing her hands. I'm pregnant, so I have to stay clean, sanitize, all that. So I'm on my next one. I'm gonna sit my butt down in a minute because my feet is hurting already. Carrying this big old boy on my belly. Okay, so I'll get that out the way so I can cut these. Now, I'm not going to record myself cutting all of these. I'm just showing you guys what all I will be cooking. So I'll be giving you a glimpse of everything that I'm cooking or preparing. And next I got to cut up my stuff for my cabbage soup. I'm not going to put that on until tomorrow. I wanted to do something different besides greens all the time. So I decided to make a cabbage soup, and I cannot wait to taste it because I actually saw it on the internet, and I've been like so eager to make it. Well, I actually wanted my mom to make it. See, these I don't have to cut because it's not that big. But I actually wanted my mom to make it. She never did, so I'm not gonna keep waiting on her. So I said, why not just go ahead and make it for Thanksgiving. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. This is getting a little difficult for me. I'm gonna keep cutting these, and then I'll be back once I am done cutting. Okay, so I have all my sweet potatoes cut up. Now I'm going to start cutting my carrots up for my cabbage soup. Now I think I'm going to put some carrots in my roast because I'm making a roast as well. A roast and a turkey. So I'm gonna cut up enough carrots to have some for the soup and the roast. So probably about 6 carrots. Carrots will be enough. We shall see. I'm gonna do 7. That's a lucky number anyways. So let me get a bowl. cutting. Okay, so cut that off. Let's just make these small. Don't cut them too chunky. This is the easy part, cutting carrots. And once I'm done cutting the carrots, I'm going to place them in cold water as well and put them in the refrigerator so that they will stay fresh until it's time to cook. That was a little too skinny. That one too. I'm not going to cut these in half like I did the sweet potatoes. I'm going to keep them circle, keep them round. Time for me to have a seat. A little itty bitty. Oh, excuse me. Definitely gotta cut that out. Okay, so I'm cutting these, preparing everything, so all I gotta do in the morning is put it all together and cook. Let them cook. Let it cook. Place it in the oven and the stove. Let it cook. I don't want to be doing all this chopping up and all of that tomorrow. I just get up early morning and start cooking like my mom used to do. Well, she still do it. But today she's, well, not today, but this Thanksgiving she's not having people over. My brothers may stop by, and I'm gonna stop by myself. I'm not gonna take the kids. We just exchanging some food and then I'm gonna leave. She don't want many people over there. They told us not to do any gatherings. Make sure it's the normal people that stay in your household, so we're following the rules. I'll be glad when all this is over. Okay, so now I'm going to start cutting my celery. Just gonna get 2 of these. Let's see, this should be enough. Rinse them off. If 2 isn't enough, then I'm gonna cut 3 of them. Okay, where am I gonna put my celery?
It looks like that.
Yeah. Okay. Now, all you do with this is just cut it down like this. And these got little sides on them I need to break off. So this is easy as well. So you just cut it down like you cut a carrot. Like I said, this is very easy. You can use any kind of knife besides a butter knife, any kind of sharp knife. I'm gonna get one more. Rinse this off and cut that. Take off these two ends and then start cutting from this end. If you accidentally make them a little chunky, that should be okay. Just don't make them too chunky. That is enough, not enough, enough. That is enough celery. So I'm going to get some aluminum foil and cover this up and place it in the refrigerator. Never mind the kids in the back. I think they're watching YouTube. Okay, so now that I am done cutting up the celery, I will start cutting up my bell peppers and my mini peppers. The mini peppers will be for the roast, and this bell pepper will go inside the cabbage soup. So I cut the bell pepper down the middle, get all this out of it. Out of the middle. And then I'll rinse it out again to get the seeds out. So, rinse this bowl. I'm going to cut these into strips. And then I'm going to cut the strips into halves. I don't need many of these, so they cut in half already. Quiet down! Okay. So some of these are already cut in half, so I don't need to cut them. Like this. Okay. I don't have all this little extra stuff. I'm gonna cut them probably in 3. Sister, close that door for y'all piss me off. So I can't cut them in half because they're still too big. So I'm gonna have to cut them into 3 sections. Well, that's not that big. Some of them I can't cut in half. Okay. Okay. Got any more? Okay. I know microwave. I'm finna get my food up. These microwaves, make sure they remind you that your food done. Okay, I think I am done cutting these in halves. Another one. Okay, now I am done cutting my bell peppers. Now I'm going to start on the mini peppers. I have to find a bowl for that. Clean up as you go, so once you're done, you can just go about your day. I'm gonna cover these up. Take the cold water over. Get some foil. Place it in the refrigerator. And this is how you prepare for Thanksgiving. Later on, I'm going to marinate my turkey and my roast. Let me show you the roast I have. I only eat beef roast, so this is the roast that I'm going to marinate and cook. Cannot wait. It's going to be so yummy. I am exhausted. I started cooking at like 9 this morning. It's 2:08. So it's time for me to take a break. Two of each color. Okay, now I got some skimpy on a solo dinner tonight. Something quick, since I gotta be cooking up all this other stuff. Now I'm going to cut the peppers. I'm just gonna cut them just like this, and then I'm gonna cut them in half. So just go down like this. cut in half. Some of them you can just break apart. See? Cut the end off and cut in half. Now, I think I have to cut some onions, but I may just wait till tomorrow for that. I know I have to cut green onions for sure, but I'm just getting most of the stuff out the way, so I don't be doing too much cutting. Never mind my nails. Should have got them done, but I knew I was going to be doing so much cooking, so I decided to wait until after Thanksgiving to get them done. Now, if I was just going to my mom's house to cook and just making a few dishes, then yeah. But unfortunately, this year we cannot. So 2020 has been a roller coaster. But my family and friends is making it through it. Thank God. If it wasn't for him, we definitely wouldn't. Kids up in there acting a donkey. And then they in my room and I know they're jumping in my bed. They lucky that's all I was doing today, because they will be up in here helping me. Doing something productive. Instead of terrorizing things. No, but okay, this is my last pepper. Now we'll be done cutting up things for today. And I will start back tomorrow once we're gonna put this whole video together. Thanksgiving. And I'm thinking if I should put this video together or if I should just have this video by itself. It might be a long video. Long vlog. Okay. So I am done cutting up my mini peppers for my roast. So I'm going to put some water in this and place this in the refrigerator so that it can stay fresh. Cold water only. And I actually have a lid for this. We are done. I need to eat. Oh. Okay, so now as you can see, the cakes are done baking. Now they are cooling off, and then I will stack them and then put the icing over it. And this cake will be done. Oh, I have to slice up some strawberries. Kids want me to put strawberries over this. So. Okay, so now we're going to put the strawberry icing, strawberry frosting over the cake. So we have to start with the bottom and just gently rub it on the cake.
All the way around.
So you have to do this to the bottom cake and the top. This is my first time making the cake, baking the cake, you guys. So, see if Amari and Dad outside. Sincere.
No.
Keep spreading. Make sure it's nice and neat. And I'm going to place the other layer on top of this. Okay, now the second layer. Should have did 3. Oops, got it on my finger. Now I'm going to start applying it on the top. Now I'm going to let Shania apply some on the top. Make sure you do not rub it in too hard. There you go. Okay. Is it, if it's raining, is it raining?
I can't see it.
Don't go outside.
No.
Really soft like my mom's.
And spread it all around the cake. Here, scoot up.
Do I have to put it right there in some ice?
No, don't do that right now. We're just gonna do the
It don't
top.
look pink no more.
It's still pink.
Yeah, it's a little though. Kind of look like a pinkish brownie. This is my first time making cake. I'm helping my mom. I made brownies before, because that was my first time making brownies, and now this is my first time making cake.
Okay, now we're gonna let Sincere put some icing on the top as well. I mean, why do I keep saying icing? Frosting. Now we're gonna let Sincere put frosting on the cake as well. We're taking turns. Now remember to do it smooth and do not do it hard, and you do not have to rush to do it.
Yeah, because if you do it hard, it's gonna break.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're not gonna have a cake to eat.
Get some more frosting.
And then if you put the cake, we're not gonna have no cake to eat.
Right, because I'm not making another one.
Because if you have a little, one little flat cake, it's gonna be weird.
Mari,
I can't.
let me, come here. Let me see your haircut. Take all that off. Oh no, you should have left it in there. Take your mask and stuff off.
What are y'all making?
Cake.
For Thanksgiving too.
Alright.
Not really.
It's not
Alright.
that long.
Got that fresh cut for Thanksgiving. It was overdue anyway. I said it was overdue anyway. You needed to cut. Alright, you can go play your game because I know that's what you finna do.
Okay.
Okay, so now that we're done putting the icing over the cake, we're going to decorate it with strawberries.
Why did you do that?
Stop! Don't you want some?
Why did you do that? Let mommy.
Eat it. You know it's good. Okay, so now I have my roast in the pan. I am about to season it, then let it marinate overnight. overnight, sorry. And then in the morning, I'm going to put it in the oven. I'm not going to put any of the vegetables and stuff in there yet. So now I have my turkey out. I am going to clean this off, and then I'm going to place this in this tray. I'm not sure if it's going to fit in this tray, so I may have to put it in something else. But I'm going to clean this off, season it, and let it marinate overnight. I'm going to wake up early in the morning and place it in the oven so that it can cook. So let me go ahead and clean it off, get it all good, clean real good, and find a tray if it don't fit in that to place it in. So I'll be back. I have the turkey in the sink getting ready to get clean. I have to dig all that out. That's the worst part of it. I hate it, but I have to do it. So I'm gonna clean this off, and then I will be back. Okay, so I actually didn't have much to pull out besides that bag and that turkey neck. But now I'm going to clean it real good. First, I'm going to start by pouring some vinegar over it. And I actually have apple cider vinegar. So I'm going to pour that over it. And I'll be back. Got this clean. Now I have a little tradition that I normally do, where my mom used to do this to me and my brothers when we was younger, and I actually was the scariest one. So let's see how these girls do. Now I'm gonna have to mop my floor after this. Okay, Big Bird, you ready? So let's go scare some bad children. You got it? Your friend said hello. Come on. Here, darling. Watch out for that. Watch out for that. Come here.
Mom, let me see it. Let me see it. That's nasty.
No, it's a turkey. He said hello. Are you ready to eat?
It's dead, not eat.
Okay, so we have the turkey here, and I'm going to inject it with the Creole butter. Now, I never did this before, so I hope I know what I'm doing. Oh, okay.
It looks like a needle.
Inject it. So I wonder if I could, hold on. Let's see if I could do it like this.
What does injected mean, Mama?
Yeah.
What did you do? That scared me. Oh, it's overflowing.
Get the top of it.
It's overflowing. It's like getting bigger and bigger every time you pour it. You like stab it.
I'm going to, well, that ain't trying to go in there. So I'm injecting this with the butter. Did it come out?
Yeah, right.
Some on this side. Okay, so put some on this side. Put some in that turkey wing. more. I just have to pour it because it's not coming out. Now, I am done injecting it, which I should have seasoned it first, but now I'm going to season the top. I'm going to start with some of this. Now all I have to do is season the top because all the juices are going to flow to the bottom, so that will season the bottom anyways. So I don't have to do all that to this. This seasoning makes me sneeze. Oh. Okay, so then I'm going to use some garlic powder. Sometimes I can be a messy cooker, but it always turns out great. This turkey is a little too big for this pan, so I'm gonna have to transfer it, but we're gonna use it right now. Okay, so I'm going to use a little of Creole Seasoning. And remember, as I stated with the roast, you do not need to put too much of this because it will get salty. Then I'm going to add some accent to give it this, and some ground ginger. And some ground ginger. Now I am going to transfer this big baby to another pan because it is pretty big, and it's not going to marinate right if I don't transfer it to a different. But as you can see, I got all the seasonings on it, and now I'm finna transfer it to a different pan. Okay, so I transferred it to the actual pot that is going to cook in. So as you can see, it's more room in it. So I have to season some other parts of it, like the wing part right there and right there. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to put the Italian dressing on there so that it can marinate. So I have all the seasonings over it, and as you can see, I put the turkey neck inside there because some people like eating it. So I'm going to let this marinate overnight, and I will put it in the oven in the morning. Okay, it is 6:15 in the morning, and as y'all can see, my meat marinated really good. So I am about to put this in the oven and let this cook. Okay, as you guys see, I am starting my green bean casserole dish. I already mixed up the cream of mushroom, and what I added in my cream of mushroom was some accent to season it, a little salt, a little ground ginger, and some pepper. I actually added cheese, sharp cheddar cheese, and bacon bits, and I'm going to add a little French fried onions in it, and milk. So I stirred all that up, and now I actually didn't add this yet, but I'm about to add this. And I'm gonna stir it up, put the green beans in the pan, mix that up, pour some French fried onions over it, and a little bacon bits over it, and then I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna place it in the oven and let that cook. Okay, as you can see, I have the green bean casserole mixed up. Now I'm just going to place a little more of this on the top and add some bacon bits, and then I will be done with this dish. I'm just showing a little bit, step by step from each dish. I'm not going to do every step. So this is that. Then I'm going to come back and show you once I am done putting the French fried onions over it. Okay, so now I am done with this dish. I topped it off with the French fried onions and the bacon bits. Then I just added a little parsley flakes over the top to give it a little cute little look. So I'm gonna put some aluminum foil over this and place it in the oven. Okay, so now I am starting on my mac and cheese. I put a little of the noodles in here now. Then I'm going to cut up some slices of the Velveeta cheese and place it over it. Okay, so I did decide to add broccoli. I actually already have the frozen broccoli, so I'm just going to add that to this. I'm going to mix it up with this before I put the cheese over it. And then I'm going to add some salt and pepper to give it its flavor. Okay, so as you can see, I put the broccoli in there. I added the salt and pepper, and then I added slices of butter. Now I am going to add the cheese. Okay, so I added the slices of cheese, and then I added some cheddar cheese, the shredded cheese around it. So I'm just going to spread more shredded cheese around this, and we will be done. Okay, so I topped it off with cheese. I'm just going to add some parsley flakes over the top, put some aluminum foil on this, and put it in the oven. I might make a second pan since I have several noodles left, or I might not, I don't know. So I am done with the mac and cheese. Now this just has to go in the oven. Y'all got y'all plates?
Yeah, this is a Thanksgiving dinner. Always waiting.
Y'all ready to eat?
Yeah.
I gotta take this ham out too.
But that was, no, that's not ham.
That is ham.
That is, where's the drink? Right there.
Right here.
It's so weird. Ew, inside it looks weird. What?
You said inside. Okay, we have roast, yam, sides, green bean casserole. We got some mac and cheese, stuffing, another thing of mac and cheese,
That's not a kid though.
turkey.
They're still teenagers.
We have the cabbage soup. Want to do something different this year.
Why are you gonna take your beard off? You look better.
And we have the bad kiddos ready to eat.
I'm not bad. I just want to eat. I'm not bad.
This is Sincere's plate for dinner.
Yummy.
Got turkey, ham, mac and cheese, croissant, green bean casserole, and cabbage soup. This is Shania's plate for dinner. We already ate lunch. We ate twice today, and it was yummy.
Lunch was amazing.
Okay.